Why do governments continue to treat adult industry work primarily as a crime problem, even in places where policymakers claim that their goal is safety or harm reduction? Today's briefing looks at a 2017 article by Dr. Laura Graham, Governing Sex Work Through Crime, Creating the Context for Violence and Exploitation. The paper examines how adult industry work is governed through criminal justice systems, not only through explicit criminalization, but also through policing practices, legal frameworks, and administrative controls that shape how the adult industry is managed in society. Many jurisdictions, including the United Kingdom, the Republic of Ireland, France, Sweden, Norway, and Canada, operate under forms of quasi-criminalization, where buying and selling intimate services may not always be illegal, but many surrounding activities that promote safety for workers are criminalized. These legal structures shape how adult industry work is governed day to day. Graham's article examines how crime control becomes the primary way states manage adult industry work. Rather than treating adult industry work primarily as a labor issue, a public health issue, or a social policy question, governments often frame it as a problem of crime and disorder. Through this lens, the state governs adult industry work through mechanisms like policing and surveillance, criminal offenses related to brothels or solicitation, licensing or zoning regimes, and broader strategies aimed at regulating public space. The paper draws on a socio-legal analysis examining legal frameworks, policy approaches, and the ways criminal law is used as a governing tool. Rather than focusing only on individual offenses, the study looks at how law and policy together create broader systems of regulation. One of the paper's central contributions is the idea that adult industry work is often governed indirectly through crime-controlled strategies, even when stated policy goals are safety, harm reduction, or social protection. The practical tools used to manage adult industry work are often rooted in policing and criminal enforcement. This approach shapes where people can work, how they can organize their labor, and whether they can seek protection from the state. When crime becomes the dominant framework for governing adult industries, it can influence how the public, policymakers, and institutions understand the issue. Rather than being framed as workers navigating through labor markets, health systems, or migration regimes, adult workers are often positioned within criminal legal systems as the targets of those systems. This positioning has significant consequences for their safety, access to services and resources, as well as their political participation. So, a question for you. If a form of work is primarily governed through criminal law rather than labor law or social policy, what kinds of risks or inequities might that create? Let me know what you think in the comments section. This paper is especially recommended for criminologists, legal scholars, policymakers, police, and victim support practitioners, as well as advocates interested in how governing through crime can create the conditions for violence and exploitation rather than resolving them. This article is not open access. The full citation and link are in the description box. And if you enjoy briefings like this one, please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps the channel grow and supports more people to discover the evidence that informs these debates. And I'll see you in the next one.